Happy holidays from the Nerdiverse. It is, of course, MOTN Live for anything can happen, will happen, should happen, baby, maybe won't. I'm, of course, the merriest of Oompa Loompas, known as Mike G. And tonight with me is my partner in crime, Frank Castle himself, also known as Wash. What's good with your boy?
Yo, what up? Happy holiday Friday. Last one of the year, I do believe. This is the last one of 2024 and so yeah, we're lighting it up.
This is the end of all things, dude. Um, Toots is on her
Maybe.
holiday. Toots is on her holiday sabbatical, so she will be here in spirit. So it's just gonna be us fellas tonight. Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight. What's going on with you, B?
Not a lot, man. Before I hopped in here, and I have to be honest, I'm not real big into the Grand Theft Auto 5 uh RP. I don't know what that stands
Yeah,
for. But
yeah.
I was on this Twitch stream. I just popped in because it's one of my normal Twitch people, and they were popping into this. This was their first time doing it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm already in a gang, and they can make meth on this server. What what is
You're not
going on in Grand Theft Auto 5, man?
you're not ready for that kind of gamer lifestyle, bro. You're not ready.
Th-
I
There's
don't
like
think I'm
20
ready.
people sitting around in like a living room having a discussion about what they're about to get into for the night, and I'm I know my streamer, and my streamer's straightforward, and I'm like, what type of RPG and RP am I doing this wrong?
You are. You you are. Just know that you are. I'm gonna be upfront with you. It, it,
I-
it it's
Is this
rough.
better than LARPing?
It's better than LARPing because you're not in your human flesh. You're in the digital flesh. So in your human flesh, you can only LARP so much. You know what I mean? But in your digital flesh, you can do anything, Doug. You know
So
what I'm
those
saying?
folks are trapped somewhere between the real world and the Matrix, quite literally.
Yeah, they're in their own special kind of hell when you have to learn police protocol, but actually not becoming a police
Like,
officer.
what are we
It's
doing
stuff like
in
that.
this game,
Stuff
man?
like that, man. It's like, why am I donating so much time and effort to something that will mean nothing at the end of the day? But they enjoy it, man. As long as they enjoy it, that's all that matters, bro.
Hey, you know what? If the subject matter, if literally the words that came out of her mouth weren't, yeah, I've been playing this 3 minutes. I'm in a gang and they can make meth on this server. I wouldn't be bringing it up.
That that's a crazy sentence just into itself, bro. Just saying having to
So,
say that out loud, dog. I don't know. I don't know, man. I've seen some wild stuff on the RPing. Like one guy was
what
having
is RPing?
a role playing,
Oh, that's what it
just role
stands
playing.
for. It's just
Yeah, just role
all
playing.
right,
One
all right.
guy, I won't name any names, but he had an affair with his GTA wife. He was dirty macking with his GTA wife, and his real wife found out and divorced him for it, and they
In
never
the
met each
game?
other in the game. He was emotional.
Oh
He was emotional
man.
cheating on his real wife with the RP wife, and it started going crazy. And they found some illicit texts, and it made the news, and it became a whole big fiasco. And hence to say the dude lost custody. The dude, it destroyed his life, dog. The dude lost his lady, got a divorce, lost his bruh off of RP LARPing, dog.
Be careful what you say in a text-based world.
For real. Hi, camera.
It's like
Jesus.
choose your own adventure. Oops.
Oops.
it, it, it's not a game. It's not a book. Like it's just C, right? I turn to page 67, right? No, go directly to divorce court. Oh,
Yeah, man. If you die in the Matrix, you die in real life, dog. Just we ain't playing no games. You
yeah.
better step. You better step correctly, dog.
Yeah, there you
Shit is
go.
filling the field. So, man, how was your holidays? Merry Christmas, Merry Chrysler, Merry Christmas, all that, dog. How was it?
Merry
Tell me
Christmas.
about it.
Holidays good, man. Nothing real fancy. Got myself a little bit of a nice roast going. Ate too much. Had too much cake. Maybe indulged a tad bit too much into a adult beverage or two. Didn't feel too hot for a day or two, but we're back in the saddle. Had a little salad this afternoon and getting ready to get the weekend going.
Yeah,
Thank It's Friday. I'm glad that the weird, weird work week is behind us, and I guess we got another one ahead of us because
another one,
Monday,
right?
Tuesday, the Wednesday. I don't
Holiday.
know. I don't know. But when I left work today, I felt kind of weird. I was like, I feel weird.
Yeah, I was mad coming into work today, and I'm like, I'm thankful because we're in a recession. But I was like, why am I here? Dog? Half my business is closed. Everybody out. Somebody's out in Sandusky, Illinois, right now. Not in my location. I'm like, what am I clocked in for? And ain't nobody answering emails. You just kind of there to be there, and it's like it's the holidays, man. And like you said, next week we're getting hit with it again because New Year's is going to throw a monkey wrench in the entire week and throw off your workflow, and you ain't gonna be worth nothing. You're just gonna be you know a wet body in a seat somewhere trying to be productive. You know what I
And a
mean?
little fun fact for the folks out there, my birthday rolls around right around the 9th of January. So that's a big time for me that I enjoy. And I have to be honest with you, I cannot stand the first week of corporate work. I can't
Mm,
of the year, it's the worst.
it's
Like
the
that
worst.
Monday, Tuesday, it is just the absolute
It's just
worst.
a
And I'm
shit
like,
show, dude.
PTO today. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need another 4 days off. Yes, I know, but I can't do it. Can't
Yeah,
do it.
Brian. I have to ask you. Growing
Yes,
up,
sir.
did you have the happy birthday or the black happy birthday? I have to know. Do you know what the black happy birthday is?
I mean, my birthday was in January, so it was always 17 inches of snow, and none of my friends could come over because there was always a blizzard.
That didn't
True
answer the
story.
question, but I need
Well,
to know.
I don't know what your version of a black birthday is. I used to get tacos on my birthday because that's my favorite
No,
food.
it's not the birthday that's black. It's the happy birthday song that is
Oh,
black.
no,
The black happy birthday songs.
no, no.
You know
No,
there's
we don't
you
do a
know there's
lot of cheering and things of that nature in the Wash household.
bro. You act like you were born in Westeros, Doug. Chill out. You act like you were
I
born in,
I
in
might
the
have
in the
been.
wolves were at the door. Dog.
I mean,
No,
you don't know.
I don't know. I can't do it. Dog.
You don't
But
know.
but
So
let me
yes.
just for the sake of clarity, there's happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Wash, happy birthday to you, and then there's the black happy birthday, which is happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Am I alone? Happy birthday. Nothing. Never heard that in your
no,
life.
you got a good family. You got a good clan.
Jesus Christ.
Clan G.
I sung the black happy birthday. We lost a viewer, dog. I hate the nerdiverse sometimes. I got to be honest with you. I can't I can't be myself, dog. I gotta be a fictional version. Otherwise, people get upset, dog. The
That's
the black happy
funny.
birthday drove someone away. Us vaya con Dios. You know what I mean?
I mean, I sing the restaurant birthday to everyone. I learned it when I was 16, and it just never left. Happy, happy birthday! It's a special day. Hey, happy, happy birthday! And I am here to say, hey,
Hey,
happy, happy birthday! May all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday from Brian Wash to you. Hey,
ah,
yeah,
look,
man.
this would be special if it was close to any of our. It's close to your birthday though, so it
Yeah,
kind of works out. You know what I'm saying,
yeah, yeah, man. That's how come I ate a whole cake.
bro? How you eat a whole cake? I guess that's self-explanatory.
You go to Walmart and you find a cake and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna eat a whole cake tonight. These are some of the things that I like to do. I don't know what other people do in their spare time.
Hey, however you use your supplemental income, dog, is your between you and God, bro. I can't. I have a lit up Darth Vader. I can't throw stones in any house about
Yeah.
what I'm doing
You
with my
wouldn't
with
mind a
my
piece of
supplemental income.
German chocolate cake, would you? Huh?
Man,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what was your poison? Is it German
Mm,
chocolate?
German chocolate, yeah, that's what I went with.
Yeah,
So can't go
bruh.
wrong there.
Can't go wrong with that. See, I'm
So
super
how was
basic. I
your
just want. Mhm.
Christmas, man?
Christmas was fine, man. I spent most of it not feeling well. I literally have like a leprechaun in my stomach, just jumping around, kicking livers and spleens and 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 bioducts and shit. So I spent most of it doubled over, but family came through, and it's funny. I work from my major family house just because I don't want to work from home because that's weird. You roll over bed, work, and then roll over again. I'm not with that. So I work with the family. The problem with that
I mean,
is
I
I'm
got like
working.
2 rooms, so there's a little variance. But yeah,
Yeah,
I get you.
there's like a slight variance, right?
Slight,
Here
yeah.
it's like, but here I need to get up, shower, go over there, treat it like it's real, right? But the problem with that is that when families coming into town, they don't give a damn what your work schedule is. So the whole week, I'm trying to get on calls, do set Zoom meetings, and I got little kids running around throwing popcorn, asking me to draw all types of wild stuff in between getting business done. And jumping on meetings with my boss. What's that noise? It's just so and so just threw a dart at a window and it kind of shattered. So we're cleaning that up. Just wild family stuff. So Christmas was cool, dog.
Did you open that little thing that you showed us last week? That was kind of a teaser. Is that available for the public to see yet? No.
You would see it. No, because you would see it up there right now, baby. You would see
All
it up there.
right.
That's this weekend's project. By next live, it'll start to fill out a little bit. But
Okay.
yeah, so just trying to spruce up the background for the channel. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Spruce things up a little bit. So that's a weekend project. I'm gonna crack open a nice bottle of red, put on some Sade, and what I'm saying, get that cracking. You know, maybe light 3 incense, bro. So just you got to be in a certain mind state when
Yeah.
you know you know put up with drink some Cavassier, dog.
Some Cavassier. Yeah,
Some
what'd you do? Oh yeah, man. I opened hot toy and drank some Cavassier.
it's
Get some.
Cavassier. Get some, bro. What are you doing with your life? this is how I'm spending my time.
I ate
And
a whole cake.
bro, when was the last time I ate a whole something? I haven't eaten a whole something in a while, bro. Like a whole. I had a whole shakaroni maybe like 2 months ago and almost threw up. That thing was,
Shakaroni.
the Papa John's giant pizza. He calls it a
Ah,
shakaroni.
shakaroni.
It is just a
Yeah.
picture of Shaq's face on the fucking box. It's so out of control.
Yeah.
This
I'm
dude will this
not a
dude will
big
market
Papa
it.
John's
It
guy.
used to be
I
good, bro. What
I
happened?
like the garlic butter, man. The garlic butter was the bomb, but the pizza itself never really just kind of did. Papa John's, I'm sorry, I'm just being honest.
Nah, man. The only thing I like is when they give you the pepper, the little pepper
Yeah.
that you put it over the pizza, bro. Papa
Yeah.
John's used to be fire like 20 years ago before they sold out and start cheapening up on the ingredients, man.
Well, when you
It,
go to the grocery store, sausage is expensive, so.
that part.
Get-
We all we all we all don't have actual pepperonis curing in the sunlight in the backyard like you're from Tuscany or some shit.
Oh, that sounds great.
Man,
Did you get into anything over your little break? Any nerdism happening? You
any
do anything?
nerdisms absorbed a lot of content, dog. A lot of content was absorbed. And I guess we're not going to do a whole thing about it, but I want to give my 2 cents on Marvel's What If.
Oh, please, I have not adventured, so please.
Okay, this is going to be kind of opposite of our conversations with Skeleton Crew. So I'm just going to put that out there because me and Brian feel very different about Skeleton Crew.
And hold on, I do. Since you brought it up, full disclosure, I had mentioned to Michael that
Michael,
Skeleton
dog.
Crew.
God,
Yes, Michael,
my
that
full
that
government.
Skeleton Crew wasn't exactly moving in any known direction that seemed to be obvious. And Michael was like, "Well, does it have to?" And that became a little thing. And to his credit, he's correct. It does not have to my satisfaction. Literally sent a text about 2 seconds later in regards to, oh yeah, what if drop? And he said hot trash. So I
Are you going to
don't
step on?
understand
You're going
how
to
in the
step on my.
world,
You're going to step on my lines, dog.
how in the world,
You're going to step
I'm
all
sure
over
you
my.
have more.
Yes.
I'm sure you have more, but go on. Yes, I am
No,
interested.
no, you are not. You haven't no. You've told no lies, my good sir. That shit is. I'm doubling. In fact, after watching all the way up to the most recent episode, I'm doubling down. That shit is a 2 pack of ass, dog. You know,
No
it's a
point.
6 pack. It's a 6 pack of ass buns, and you have 8 hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy a whole nother pack of ass just to eat the other 2 hot dogs. Dog. Let me expound because I just can't talk trash and not say anything, right? So the opposite of the skeleton crew, right? Where it's a fun, fancy free romp with kids and adventures and space and owls with capes. I can't. You're never gonna get me to not like a show with an owl with a cloak on. That alone gives it like at least until the end of its run. At least have to give it a chance, right? That's a little funny, cartoon owl with a cape on that flies with the cape, bruh. Anyway, what if, dude? It's such. This is the last what if, mind you. They said they're not doing any more what ifs. This is it.
Okay. Yep. Yep. All right.
This is. They said they're closing it out. This is the final crescendo of what if. And I'm like, there's so much you can do with what if that it boggles the mind what they choose to do, and it's almost strategic based upon their future marketing ideals. And this is strictly a Marvel freaking Disney thing where they're like, okay, who do we want to prop up for the future? Let's have an episode with just Agatha in the dude from Eternals, and they're gonna have a Bollywood slash Hollywood like dance number, and that's the whole episode,
Please don't.
right? We're
No.
gonna have a
Really?
Howard the Duck, Darcy love child romp through space, and everyone wants to eat the child of Darcy and Howard the Duck because it'll be
Why?
decadent. Okay, we're gonna have an episode where Red Guardian and the Winter Soldier uh go on a buddy trip through the USA to Las Vegas to do something. And I'm like, is it a problem to actually have Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, uh the Incredible Hulk in any of these episodes? Is that like illegal? Can we have any of the main core Avengers, or even why hasn't Spider-Man showed up in a what if? Is that some kind of legal thing? Like, why are they? And even tonight's episode, I haven't watched it yet. It's Shang-Chi, and mind you, I just bigged up Kate Bishop Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye,
Yep.
but yeah, I just bigged it up, so I'm not gonna, but Kate Bishop Hawkeye and Shang-Chi are in the Wild West, and they're gallivanting through the Wild West, and that's the what if. I'm like, what are we doing, dude? It's like and it feels like such a waste of potential, and not necessarily a waste of good storytelling. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
I feel Brian, where it says like it doesn't feel like Skeleton Crew is going anywhere. There's no real through line. There's no real connection to anything. So it kind of feels like it's vapid and superfluous. I get it. I totally get it.
No, quite literally, nothing has happened in the show until recently, which I have not seen but have been spoiled by. And we can talk about whatever,
We'll talk about that
that it may
later
actually be. But
because I
yeah,
am
go
caught
on.
up and I don't want to spoil anything. But
Yeah.
you're right. Something does happen in that episode. But in the same token, it's almost funny because in the last episode of What If, something actually happened where it's
Oh,
like, oh, and it's like, is that a Disney thing where it's like, okay, we're just gonna pussyfoot around for the first 7 episodes, and then episodes 9 and 10, we're actually gonna have a plot?
I mean, we don't need to,
I don't know.
promote the Disney MOTN top 10, but this
Coming
is
out this
why we
Wednesday.
had
Coming out this Wednesday.
This is why we had the discussion, is because the Disney properties themselves have some question marks surrounding them as a whole, and how they're produced and how they're fed to us as a public, not to mention the reaction. But yes, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm with you. Do we need to be 5 episodes in the Skeleton Crew before something
It
actually
happens,
happens at with 23-minute episodes? Like, had you
mind
given
you,
me like
mind you.
freaking like some substance in the 23 minutes, I wouldn't care. But a character introduction for like 15 minutes and then a big bang, like, oh,
It's
I
not enough. It's not.
it's not enough, right? It's like soup.
Yeah.
It's like I've
So
just been fed some soup. So go on.
yeah, soup and no meat, dog. Just broth, chicken broth, and then at the end of it, you get to smell. You get to smell the meat, dog.
Yes.
Oh snap! I'm over here typing in chat accidentally. Wake up, chat. Um, you see that? That's funny.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just a shame that we're watching these shows are kind of there's like they're getting too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm hoping that DC really puts a fire under Marvel to kind of step up their game. You know what I mean? And to wake them up, so to speak, because this can't stand, bro. Like we could have had some epic what if episodes. Hey, Toots, happy Hanukkah, Toots, wherever
Happy
you are,
Hanukkah. Happy
wherever you
holidays.
are. Happy
Happy New
holidays.
Year.
But yeah, I mean, I want this stuff to be good. I'm a big as nerd as anybody else, but I got to call a spade, and I'm just like, there's certain episodes I just skipped of what if because I just saw what it was about. I was like, I'm not watching that, and then I'm like, oh crap, it's 30 minutes. I'm super not watching that. So, and then even tonight's episode,
Longer
I
than
have no
Skeleton
desire.
Crew.
Hmm?
Longer than Skeleton Crew. Go
It's
on.
longer than Skeleton Crew episodes. That's wild, bro. Maybe it costs less, and the animation seems worse to me. The animation
I,
seems
I
worse in
was
these
gonna
episodes.
ask. I
It
was
doesn't
gonna
seem as
ask about
crisp.
the.
There was
Okay.
an episode where it was Sam Wilson, Captain America, and they had to fight a bunch of mutant Hulks and these giant mecha armors or whatever. And it's like, I think who was it? Who was the crew? It was they were all these things happen like in post-apocalyptic situations. So I think Shang-Chi was no Moon Knight was one of them. I think like Spectrum was one of them, but you never get to see them fight as Moon Knight or Spectrum. They're just in these big stupid fat mechs doing super fat mech stuff, and I don't care. I just want to see Moon Knight get loose
Why would they do
and do
that
cool
in a
stuff.
what if episode? You know what I mean?
It's
Like
not even
that
a good
doesn't.
what if idea.
No, and look, What If comics. I love What If comics. Like they are great comics, man. And I think that there was potential there, but I'm glad that I'm glad you bring up DC because I want to piggyback off what you're saying in regards to that and ask, we have your thoughts on Creature Commandos and DC and where we were when that came out. And now
I was
you've
not
seen the
happy,
Superman
dog.
trailer. So
Yeah,
where are you feeling? How are you
I
feeling
feel.
currently?
I was talking to Toots about this actually during the After Dark. Shout outs After Dark. That was a fun episode. You got to be on the next one, Bry. We'll try to have
Yeah,
it a little bit closer to human hours. It was After Dark, mind
I
you.
bet it was.
It was super after dark. Anyway, that was a good episode. Y'all peep that one out. Check it out. MOTN Nerdiverse. Um, I feel like the DC the stuff that Gunn is doing is very bipolar. You know what I mean? It's very bipolar. And I mean that and not in a negative way. I mean it in kind of a positive way. Um, because it's two different sides of its brain operating. It's like Superman feels like he is under extreme scrutiny to get this right. It feels like he's held back. It feels like he is being tempered and measured, and they have to get this right because it's literally the fate of the entire company. Whereas s- Creature Commandos feels like, hey man, we know we're stressing you out with this Superman stuff. Just do whatever you want, bro. With Creature Commandos, man. Just let your id go crazy. We're gonna give you money and just do whatever you want, man. Just go nuts. What do you want? You want blood, sex, and violence? Have at it. Don't let that touch. Don't let the mashed potatoes touch the greens, Doug. It can't touch Superman.
I
So
mean, that very
even
well could have been the conversation.
yeah, because it feels like they're throwing him a bone, bro, and it makes me wonder what other characters because it totally blindsided me. Like Creature Commandos does not give me the same energy. Like if this was Lobo, you know what I'm saying, or
Oh,
Harley Quinn,
yeah.
I could see them being a bit more raunchy, bastages, and maybe. But Creature Commandos does not give me the vibe of we're just gonna have wanton violence and sexual innuendo throughout the entire episode. I was
Freaking
told
love
that
it.
this. It's unnecessary, dude. We already had this conversation.
Yeah, I
I feel
freaking love
it seems like it's calming down in these most recent episodes, but it
I mean,
just
the Weasel episode almost brought a tear to my eye, but you saw it
that was a
coming.
crazy episode,
That was
bro. Oh,
crazy, dude. Like, ooh.
that's Gunn is good at that. Gunn is good at making you feel, bro. So I know it's gonna be good. I just think he could tone it down a bit. That's my personal opinion. But DC as a whole feels still very divided. It feels like we're gonna have two different sides to this content, almost like DC and Vertigo for my nerds out there. We have DC, which is shiny and bright and PC and is digestible by everyone, and then we have Vertical Comics, which has Hellblazer and all the crazy stuff and anything, if you want that trauma like experience, Gun's gonna have you locked down. But if you want something you can show your grandma, here's Superman. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious to see where I feel this time by next Christmas. I'm curious to see what other content they're going to roll out, what other, if they're going to do any live action shows, if they're going to do any more cartoons. I'm curious to see how Superman is received because I know I'm seeing it
Uh,
at least three or four times.
were you able to peg a time frame of what's going on in Superman's life world when this is happening?
Do you want me to go down this
Yeah,
road?
man. Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay, we're doing
well,
it.
we think we have one trailer and the movie isn't finished per gun,
Okay,
so
there's
it's
a
not
couple
like
of
you know.
there's a couple of indicators of where
Mhm.
we are. And I talked to Toots about this last week, but I'll reiterate. Um, One is there was a slate that went out that Gunn did before Superman was made. He did it like a year ago. It's like this is our ideas of what we want to do with the DCU, and he named a bunch of heroes and a bunch of like planned series, TV shows, movies. And from this trailer, we see that there's um, Guy Gardner, who is the second Green Lantern, third technically if you want to count Alan Scott, but the modern Green Lantern. So we already know Hala's around, and we have an aged Guy Gardner because he's old. He's older. He's Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion's like in his 60s now. So we have an older Guy Gardner. So that lets me know that we're at least past Crisis of Infinite Earths. So this is like the modern day, I would say not silver age, but modern age, like DC life. And for the Batman, he wants to do Batman and he wants to was it Brave and the Bold, I think he wants to do, or Batman and Robin,
Mm,
where it's Batman and Damian Wayne. He wants to do Damian Wayne. So that
okay.
tells me that um in the Batman world, Batman is older. He's probably an older guy. Robin's already floating around. I mean, Nightwing is already established. Tim Drake's already established. Uh Red Hood is already established. He's already been beaten by Joker. Death in the family has already all happened. And now we have Damian, who's the newest crazy Robin that he has to train, Damian Wayne, his son. So it lets me know that Superman is fairly new in this world, and because they're using the Star Wars um, method of storytelling, that there's gonna be a whole lot of DC that we're gonna be privy to in the past, but also that they can jump into at any time.
They're
But they're
giving
also gonna be
themselves
moving
some
forward.
breathing room.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I mean to say. They're giving themselves a ton of breathing room. So if they want to go back and tell world's finest the first time Superman ever met Batman, they can do that. Because I have a feeling
Mhm.
that this Superman already knows who Batman is. Toots, I'm gonna Toots, Toots. First of all, that's a funny joke because Marlon Wayans was supposed to be Robin in the Batman sequel with with
Yeah, George Clooney.
yeah with George Clooney, but he couldn't do it. That's funny you say that because Marlon Wayans was literally he had a suit for him to be Batman.
Yeah.
But the Wayans brothers are already too busy making a new scary movie with Kai Cenat and
Eh,
Speed and all those streamer kids. They're gonna ruin the franchise.
and when it
So
was announced, I was like, we're good,
they're
to
the
be
Wayans
honest.
brothers they're gonna be
The,
very busy very shortly.
the first
Um
one was good. The second one was
and
not.
shout outs to Brennan, aka Mike Prime, all the peoples over there. We talked about our Christmases. Were good. Just a quick recap. So thank you for asking, and I hope you guys had great Christmases as well. But yeah, just to cap back on Superman, I think that he's going to be in a well-established DCU. I think we're going to have a lot of events have already happened. I think we're going to be heading into maybe, if I had to guess, um, if I had to guess where we're going for future events, I'm guessing we're going to get like a, I don't know, maybe like a, James Gunn seems to really like, um, what's the word? What's the one I'm looking for? Kingdom Come. You ever read Kingdom Come?
Yeah.
Um, he really seems to really like Kingdom Come. So I think we're gonna get like a Kingdom Come. Superman is like jaded by the randomness of this world, and he disappears. And but that's super. That's the super future. I don't know how he's gonna pull that off. The Charlie Sheen
Well.
Method Man scary movie is the best. The best. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. I have no comment. I have no comment.
Number one movie of all time.
Time. Why is it not number one on all top tens? Please,
What's the
I need
Method
to know.
Man movie where they smoke weed in college? He
How
goes
high,
back.
dog?
Dude, love that freaking movie. That's a great movie.
His homeboy Geyser becomes a weed ghost.
Yeah,
That movie's stupid, dog.
I did see that movie at least 30 times.
His
That movie's
homeboy dies and becomes
fantastic.
a weed ghost, bro.
That movie's fantastic.
Before we get too late in the night, I wanted to talk to you about Secret Level. I just kind of powered through all of those.
Okay, I got through like three. I didn't get through them all. What are there?
Yeah,
8?
there's like 8, and they're like 10 minutes each or something
Yeah, they're
wild like
fairly
that.
short. I was a fan. I know that you mentioned it last week. I know that the reception itself wasn't good, but as I said, and I know that we need to go back. I did you watch Borderlands? Did you catch up? Did you watch it?
I did.
Because I've
I
not.
watched the. Okay. I do want to talk about the Borderlands movie
Oh,
because I did watch it. I did watch the
okay. All
Borderlands
right.
movie.
Before you give your take, I just want to preface that
Let's go back. Yeah,
yeah, for me, when it comes to a lot of video game type of properties, if it is not received by someone who plays the game, let's take Silent Hill as a for instance, right? You watch Silent Hill as a movie, you're like, I'm gonna go watch this movie called Silent Hill. You're like, WTF? This makes no blanking sense. If you are a
hmm
Silent Hill fan, you're like, oh, this is pretty good.
it's pretty
So
straightforward. Yeah,
when you told me about Secret Level, I remember seeing the trailers for it, but the reception hasn't been great. And I was just like, man, I just wonder if the wrong people are watching this. And I
I think it
watched the
is.
first 3 episodes and I was like, what is not to like about this except that it's short? Like, give me another 15 freaking minutes.
Give me
Man,
a
I'm
series for
in.
some of the. Some of them
The
need a
Sifu
series, bro.
yeah, Sifu was freaking awesome. You want to do a series based on Sifu? Let's do it. I'm in. So that's what I'll say. So your thoughts on that and Borderlands, please.
So let's do Secret Level first.
Level.
Yeah, like some of them were very not uh canon. I hate to say. Did you watch the Pac-Man one?
No,
That
haven't seen
was
Pac-Man.
super not Pac-Man, but it was Pac-Man.
That's funny.
Oh, geez, that mess was metal as hell. So, the Pac-Man one was really, really good, but it was so weird. I have high hopes for that Henry Cavill Warhammer 40K movie that he's making because if it's anything like that 10-minute excerpt of that, I am so bro that's gonna be sick. Like with a good director and a good cinematographer,
Yeah.
a Warhammer 40K movie could be out of here, man. It could be the next big thing. Sifu was sick. Mega Man was really good. I really enjoyed Mega Man. I know which one I love the most though, and you probably didn't see it because it's one of the last episodes.
Oh, okay.
It's I won't spoil it. It's us. The Outer Worlds. They did one for the Outer Worlds.
No, haven't seen it yet.
It's
And
so
that's funny. Okay.
if you like the Outer Worlds and you like Fallout and you like this the comedy of that, it's so that universe. And I'm like, I just want a Fallout TV show. We got that. I just want a Outer
He's
Worlds.
like, I want a Fallout TV show where I enjoy the world.
Shots fired. Yo, slow down, bro. Hey, hey, put
Where
the gun
where
away.
where like it goes off and I'm like, I feel good versus
Yeah,
ugh,
put the
God,
gun away. Uh, no,
I'm the
man.
captain now.
I am the captain now. No, I mean, Secret. It almost feels like it was an experiment to see what hits. And it's like, okay, we're gonna make an actual series out of one of these, and we're just going to test the water and see what the reception is. It feels like an experiment. You know what I mean? And the highest rated ones are probably going to be the ones that get a bit more for season two, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that they didn't show in this season that they showed on the the first sizzle reel where they announced it,
Oh, I
because
didn't know that.
there was supposed to be like a Kratos episode that never
Yes.
that didn't come out.
I
So I don't
did
know
not
what
know
that
that.
is.
I didn't know that was one of those situations, but I definitely think that there's room to grow. And me being the animated guy, like, I just think that there's a little bit more freedom there to create, especially in 10-minute shots. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? They're not trying to recreate the wheel with these things. They're trying to give you a quick shot of something that you enjoy and maybe never even heard of. Like I had watched Sifu. I finally played some Sifu, and then I watched that Sifu, and I'm like, dude, Sifu is underrated, in my opinion. The game is fantastic. So, um, yeah,
yeah.
Borderlands. What do you got?
Borderlands, the motion picture, bro. This is well, there's a lot to say about Borderlands, the motion picture. Pre-reference, I played every Borderlands outside of the Telltale ones. I'm a big Borderlands head. My main is Zero. He speaks in haikus, just so you know, and he's a ninja. He's a robot ninja that speaks in haikus. How do you defeat that? The Borderlands movie. Oh man, remember seeing Super Mario Bros in the theaters when you were like a kid?
Like
with with
85,
with
86?
Bob,
Yeah,
yeah, Bob Hopkins, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like John Leguizamo, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you're so pumped because you don't know until you sit and you're like, wait, this isn't Mario. This isn't Mario. Where's Mario? Mom, where's Mario? That's Mario? That's not Mario. And it's just like I see what they did. And it feels so corporate and cold. It should be a parody. It took itself
Oh,
too seriously. It feels corporate. It feels like Jumanji starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You know what I mean? And once again Kevin Hart and Jack Black. It just feels so artificial. And like no one who made the movie has ever played the game. And that's my biggest gripe. You were just talking about video game movies that make you feel the game from someone who's played the game. You know what I
who's the
mean?
audience? Right,
Who is
right.
the general audience you would hope would champion your your project. So it's like I see what you did there. I see the characters you've picked. The storyline is just if honestly I would have came out swinging and had Handsome Jack be the villain. You know what I mean? Like he was the biggest villain of. He's like the
Handsome
biggest.
Jack wasn't the villain?
Handsome Jack is not the villain in that movie. Nowhere to be found.
How
Handsome
you
Jack.
see, that's just something you shouldn't do if you're gonna make a Borderlands movie.
Handsome
That's
Jack is
like
nowhere to be found, bro.
that's like freaking making Gotham and being like, "There's no Batman."
There's no Batman. Even though the Penguin did pull it off, but Batman was there. He just wasn't in the shot. But it's just like none of the fun. There was no loot. There was no the
uh,
jokes didn't land. Like I love me some Kate. What's her name? Not
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. I love her. Dame Kate Blanchett.
Yep.
Wrong casting for Lilith.
We still
Wrong.
none of us have any idea how that happened.
I don't
You
know.
have
It
how
just
many Oscar
it
nominations?
feels corporate, dude. It feels like
Oh man.
someone used an algorithm to make this movie, bro. And it's like you got Jack Black playing. The best part of the movie, I hate to say, is Jack Black as Claptrap because that's the closest thing you get to anything that's actually in the game. Is Claptrap running around being goofy? He's indestructible and he's just talking crap. Like it's almost like it doesn't take itself seriously, but it takes itself too seriously. Like Roland as freaking short, funny African American male. I just said his name. He was in Jumanji: The New World.
Oh, Kevin
Um,
Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, it's like he's taking that role way too seriously. He's not funny in it. They have a no-name character playing one of the playable characters, I think, in two. And it's just lifeless, bro. It just
Oh,
has no
that's too bad.
spirit. The worst part of the movie. is the little girl playing Tiny Tina. And Tiny Tina is one of the most bombastic characters in the game. Tiny Tina has her own game called Tiny Tina's Wonderland, where they're playing D&D, and she's the dungeon master. So you
Batshit
have to have a
crazy game.
booming personality. And the person they got was the same little girl that played young Ahsoka in Ahsoka. She's the one who
And
fought Anakin.
Gamora.
Yes. So I
The
don't
Gamora.
know. I don't want to be rude. I'm not going to be
No,
rude.
she's got acting chops, but she's got dramatic acting chops that
She
we
has
see.
dramatic acting.
We haven't seen any freaking Tiny Tina. Like that's that crack energy, bro.
No,
You
and I don't
I
know.
mean,
It takes a special kind of human to pull off Tiny Tina, and I don't know who's this girl's agent, or is her dad literally John Hollywood? You know what I mean? But she keeps getting these crazy roles. You know what I'm saying? Like Hollywood, this is her. There's gonna be more of her. You need to understand that she is her, and it's like she's playing it so serious but not funny. And it's like it just it's just I can see why people were disappointed in the movie. Um, I have no good takeaways. There was nothing that got me hype. There was no
uh,
I have nothing. I don't like saying negative things for the sake of negativity, but I'm just so disappointed in that film. I haven't been that disappointed since seeing like Steel starring Shaq Diesel,
terrible
you
movie.
know, Shaquille Diesel O'Neal, bro. It's just like, come on, guys. And this is the only time we're ever gonna get a Borderlands movie. Ever. You know what I mean? They just screwed the pooch. That's it. It's done. So it's like, and mind you, I watched Borderlands first and then Secret Level. So I was already kind of like, oh, let me watch this. Brian said it was cool. And I was like, okay, this is how you do it. This is how you pay homage to the source material, and but also have something original and interesting and world building. And it's like it doesn't. And it were, I digress, bro.
I
But
gotcha. I won't be
yeah, just
watching it now. And that's unfortunate. I was
I'll
really
keep it a
hoping
buck.
that you said that there was a little bit of pop in there, but you say that it went through the corporate grinder, and it's like, well, that all
It
makes sense
it's
then.
like I think this is gonna have the same. I think that Minecraft, the movie, is gonna have the same energy as this. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Let's get these highly ranking search term actors in this movie in these roles that they don't fit, and let's morph it into some kind of congealed homunculus of comedy and action, and it's just ugh.
I missed the Minecraft train. I was a tad bit too old for all of
Yeah,
that.
I
Does
don't know.
Minecraft? Yeah, you're a tad too old for all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
I,
Minecraft have an actual story to it,
I think so. I'm not
or is
gonna.
it just a builder?
I think there is some kind of lore, MOTN lore Minecraft. Have fun with that. Don't put that in the
Coming up,
coming
yeah.
up. Oh, yeah, 2025.
How much research did you do? A lot.
A lot. I built a working I built a working Millennium Falcon inside of Minecraft. I think I know what it's all about now. I know kung fu, bro.
That's funny.
But yeah, yeah. It's just I wish they took, and it's the same thing they did with horror movies where it's like it takes a while until people take them seriously. You know what I mean? To make serious, not necessarily serious, but let's say um content with meat on the bones. You know what I mean? How long did it take for horror movies to be taken seriously, like Silence of the Lambs?
I well,
You know what I mean?
I actually want to go more recent than that. I want to go like Walking Dead until it like hit mainstream like, oh yeah, everybody's watching a horror movie and it's cool. And then after
Mhm.
Walking Dead, we started getting the American horror stories of the
Yeah,
world and
it's
these
a resurgence.
franchises that have been going for 20 years now. But previous to that, that was kind of a dead genre on TV or as a mainstream tune in Wednesday night and watch. It
Yeah,
wasn't even available.
I
Really
know it's
kind
a good time to be
like
alive,
trying to
man. There's a lot of good horror.
I was pointed in the direction, and perhaps my streamer that I watch, shout out Cat Play, awesome streamer.
Awesome
She
streamer.
mentioned The Expanse, and I got behind about 3, 4 episodes of The Expanse, and I'm like, well, what's this?
Ooh, ooh, I don't
It's a
know.
little
I've
older too.
I've heard of it, and it's just
Okay.
one of those where I missed the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard of it. I know it's good. You know what I mean? It's just one of those where it's like, all right, I just need to dedicate a weekend and become a expanse nerd. You know what I mean? It's kind of like trying to jump into Doctor Who. Like where?
Ah,
You
for
know,
the love of God. But
where?
yeah, no. In fact, that's such a weird show. At any
Just
rate,
weird.
in regards to The Expanse, what I was going to say is I jumped into it this last weekend, but to your point, the one thing that this show does not have going for it is the fact that it was made in like 2015, 2016, meaning they have full length episodes set up over like a 22 episode type of season situation.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
thus it it leaves you with the Star Trek kind of next kind of thing that you got
yeah,
going, and it's all super kind of procedural, but all the same it's different because we just don't get a lot of that anymore. We
yeah.
get
That's
very
not
little
really
of that.
that's not the format anymore
Mhm.
where you can settle down and watch a 22 episode season. Now it's just like each episode is a movie and we have 8 movies in us. Like I'm watching the show called The Agency, which is all about, it has Michael Fassbender and it's all about spy stuff, and it's literally like 8 9 episodes. I just finished the Jackal. It's a Jackal. Jackal. It's a Jackal. And I was like 9 episodes. It's like where are the days where I can sit down and watch a 22 episode of like X-Men the animated series or something like that.
How many was Jack Reacher or Reacher? How many
Reacher
episodes
was
did
like
they give you?
10,
They gave you 10 in
10,
that. What
something like that.
40-minute episodes? And
You know,
again, there's no sweet spot because we're all different. And for me, sitting down for 45 minutes it can seem daunting. My sweet spot is 24 minutes, but to be honest with you, I like a 24-minute that's filled. So, as an example, a Bob's Burgers episode fills 24 minutes much better than Skeleton Crew fills 24 minutes. And thus it doesn't leave you going, well, man,
but that's kind of
well,
unfair. That's kind of unfair. Those two pitting those two together is kind of unfair
I'm not
because
the one cranking out 24-minute episodes. And
no,
don't
but I'm
get me started on $646 million budgets going to 40, 32, 28, 40, and like hour 15-minute long episode that was mostly dialogue.
okay. Here's the thing, and the reason I say it's not fair, it has nothing to do with the money, it has nothing to do with the production. It has to do with the
It's gonna
writing.
come now. All right.
Comedies are written different than dramas. In a
Yeah.
comedy, the jokes have to joke over and over and over. The jokes have to hit for 30 minutes straight. There can't be a lull in the laugh. Otherwise, it stops being a comedy, it becomes drama. The second there's more than 5 minutes of non yuck yuck, it's a drama. It becomes a funny drama, but a drama nonetheless. So a comedy is a tighter 30. A comedy will always be a tighter 30 than a drama or action or espionage or even a horror because comedy is just a different beast, man. It has to. The Simpsons never let you up. The second show starts, you're laughing, and we have to keep the yucks and the laughs going for the whole 27 minutes. Whereas, like the Skeleton Crew has to build drama and suspense and character building and world building and
Well, then
the
give
next
me my
thing
ABC drama, Grey's Anatomy, 46-minute episode,
costs
and
too much
build
money,
your
bro.
damn drama. Dude, you
Costs too much
just
money,
spent
dog.
646 on Andor. Don't
We're not
don't
spending.
give me it costs too much
We're not.
money. You
We're not
spent
spending that on Skeleton Crew.
646 on Andor, and to the best of my knowledge, because of me, I'm like, well, what 646 go to in Andor? And I'm like, oh, like
The
crew for
sets,
like 100. Dude, they shot in Australia or something. It's
yeah,
like,
man, it's
yeah,
not like in New
we
Zealand or something wild,
we
bro.
had like 80 people over in New Zealand for 3 months. So yeah, that
Yeah,
took up a
man,
chunk.
that takes money, bro. And it's like
But yeah, it's
Skeleton
mostly
Crew.
dialogue and two or three good real space scenes, but it shouldn't have cost that much. That being said, those episodes are still longer than what I'm getting. So
I
there is no sweet spot is my point. I'm not
I feel it.
getting
I
on
feel it.
them, but
It's all. I don't like the 30-minute episode. My sweet
what
spot's an
about
hour
X-Men? X-Men
because
gave me a full 24-minute like episode
but
and
once it,
I I
but
was filled. That
now
that
you're just
wasn't a comedy.
But now
That
you're
wasn't a
just comparing.
comedy.
But now you're comparing
I'm
the,
comparing
the
a
literal.
three.
You're comparing the Holy Bible to like to like Nancy Pelosi's biography, dog. What are we doing? You're comparing literal perfection to to anything else. It's not fair.
Look,
It's not
I'm
fair,
I,
dog.
I'm gonna come back
X-Men is the
next
golden
week, and
child.
I'm going to have other examples. I just can't think
MO,
of them currently.
MOTN top 10 this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're doing our top 10 Disney Plus shows. We talk more about X-Men 97. But that being said, you can't compare that to anything, man. It's a fluke. I don't think season 2 is going to be anywhere near as good as what we got, man. That's like lightning in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's Firefly season 1. You know what I mean? It's like the unspotted lamb, dog.
Never seen
We
it.
just I watched Firefly. I fell into a bit of a Firefly hole. Maybe like
Okay.
it was Firefly and Serenity was the hole, and Mal and that's why I liked Starfield so much because there's literally Firefly City and it's just Aquila City. Aquila City is just Firefly.
I do
That's all it
remember
is.
you saying that. I do
Yeah,
remember you mentioning that. That's funny.
yeah. Every major city is a different science fiction movie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I love it. That's what they. Anywho, speaking about Bethesda, did you dive into any more 76? I know we were. I was on your stream. Shout outs, Watchcade stream. Please go on that. Check them out.
No, I did not, and thanks for the shout out. And after a conversation the other day, I went and I just Googled, is there like a main end to the story? And, spoilers, there's not. It's an MMORPG. And thus, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it because I
This
can't
is the
just,
song that
oh,
never
yeah, I
ends.
can't just open in my life like that, bro. You gotta
At
be,
least, okay. Can I be the voice of reason? Can I talk you off
maybe,
the ledge?
maybe
At least hit level cap.
at
That's all I
50.
ask. Yeah, at
You're
least
at
hit level
50?
cap. No, I'm at 30 something right now. I'm asking you if you want to cap your experience, play the main story. There's no main story. Play the the overseer play storyline and
Wander
cap at
around and
50.
get random missions until
It's
like you hit level
fun,
50
bro.
and keep like crafting stuff. And it is fun. I don't disagree. I'm
And
just
just give
saying as
yourself an
far as
end. All right, I'm capping it at 50. Whatever I'm doing, once I finish the first big storyline, I'm done. Like
I
I
mean,
just finished the
maybe
Brotherhood
I
of
could do that.
Steel storyline. I just wanted I told you I just wanted my damn power armor.
Okay, so sell me. We have a couple of minutes here on stream. I
Okay.
know you about Fallout. Fallout 76, where does it rank at for you right now?
That is not fair.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
of all the Fallout's, okay, I'll do it. We're going live. I'll do it. Of course, number one is Fallout New Vegas. That's number one with the bullet. Number two, I would say is Fallout 3. Number four is I hate to do it. Number four is four. Um, wait, my math is off. Number one is New Vegas. Number two is three.
Tootie's not
Number
here.
2D is not here. So straight cuss me out. Number three is four. Number four is 76, and there is no number five. So 76 is at the bottom of the ring, but I'm not done with it yet, man. So I don't know. I will never be done, apparently.
Well, I
So,
guess are you monster huntering it now?
but no, it's
Has
hard
it
to,
become a
dude.
thing?
My biggest problem with that game is it is stingy with everything. It's a stingy game. So it's stingy on legendaries, it's stingy on crafting, it's stingy on because I want you to buy stuff. It's an MMO. So it's like I still can't make the armor that I want to make my guy cool. I have to look up and find it in the world. And it's like it's a Monster Hunter thing. I have to kill 1,000 ghouls to maybe find that one ghoul that drops the legendary thing that may not even be good for my build. You
So
know what I
you
mean?
had
So
swayed me to the right a little bit, and now you just said all that.
I
Now
got
I'm
to be
like,
honest
oh,
with you.
I got to tap, bro. Like what? I
No,
can't do that.
I got
That's
to be
not where I
honest
got to
with you,
spend my
dog.
life. But I may do a level cap. Something like that
Yeah,
seems
that's at least
reasonable, and
what
I also
I'm
have
doing
a soft
because
spot, so that
because
makes
I'm not
sense.
rolling with anybody. I'm not squatting up. I'm not having like a good MMO experience. I'm not part of a guild, bro. I'm just running around dolo solo, and I'm just playing. Like you said, like we talked about before, you can play this game solo, and it's just a Fallout game. It's not an MMO. But I'm the more I play it at level 35, I am seeing more and more of the MMOisms creeping in, and it's a little annoying. It's just starting to get a little annoying at the higher levels. Because mind you, I beat the Brotherhood of Steel, and at the end of every Brotherhood of Steel, it's a storyline. They give you a power armor. It's just how it is. 3 to give you a power armor, 4 to give you a power armor. It always happens. Of course, the power armor is at level cap, so I can't use it until level cap. So I have this big ass beefy sick armor I can't wear because I'm under level
For another 15
for
levels
another
of you
15
walking
fucking
around
levels,
and
being over
and
encumbered and being all jacked up with no
didn't you
heals.
build like a settlement area for yourself to
No,
dump all that stuff?
I was not. I haven't not engaged in the camp system at all, bro. I don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? This is my camp is literally somewhere in the woods on an incline in the first major city. I was like, there's nowhere to build stuff. It's all hilly. I can't build anything anywhere. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of
there's
gave up
that
on that
problem.
immediately.
West
Yeah, I
Virginia.
gave West Virginia. I gave up on that immediately, dog. I was like, no. All right. And you remember we were talking. I was like, I'm over encumbered. He's like, just go back to your camp. I was like, I don't even know what
Yeah,
my camp is, dog.
yeah,
I
dude.
built it out of desperation
I'm like,
somewhere. And it's just
that was the first thing I did. I was like, oh, I need a box. So I built one box,
yeah.
and I'm like, all my junk goes in here. I don't really look at it, but
I'm currently boycotting the game because I'm stuck at an area that's super desolate and I'm over encumbered. And I found a fat man and I refuse to leave it. So I'm like, I'm big over encumbered and I have to walk my happy ass over encumbered through hell back to where there might be a stash.
no,
I'm like,
dude.
no, you know
No,
what?
you
I'm
can
a
move
pause.
you can move your camp to where
I,
you are. So you can move your
I'm just
camp
gonna.
to right where you are and build a
It's,
box right
it's
there and
literally
under
ghoul
encumber
monsters
yourself.
outside, dog. It's like
Well,
it's gonna be a
you
constant
know,
fight, bro.
it's a bad spot.
I'm currently
But
boycotting the game.
I am going to see if I can get my PS4 remote play working, and if so, Red Dead's gonna fill one of those because I have yet to
Ooh.
finish it. So I was close yesterday, but I got tired, and then I didn't get a chance to today. So stay
You-
tuned, folks. Coming
I
at you,
gotta say, you're making me want to play some Knights of the Old Republic, bro. You're making me want to play.
dude.
You're making
So
me want to
it's
play
so
some Knights.
good. I got to that
Yeah,
point today where I was powered, I was level, and
you start feeling good. You start feeling like
I was
I'm a
like,
Jedi badass and I
"Ooh,
can't lose,
this is
dog.
awesome. The
Oh,
story's
you make it.
coming together." Yeah, no,
I
I'm
might download it,
stoked.
dude.
I'm
I'd be
stoked.
watching you play it. I'd be like, damn, if I was Brian, this is what I would have by now, and this is where I would be, and I have this leveled up and this leveled up, and I would have already went to this cave where you get the Jedi crystals, bro. Oh man, I would be. Oh, you're making me want to play that, dude. My
Yeah.
my lights went out. My power bank went out. So
Oh,
that's
it
it.
went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right on time, pretty
that's
much too.
officially time to end the show, right? Um, with that being said, I guess I will ask you the proverbial question. You have any plans for New Year's? You have any plans for next week?
No, you know what? New Year's fairly quiet. Couple of bowl games. You know, that about covers it. Won't probably be out too much, especially in Wisconsin. We like to drink and drive here, so stay off the
Shit.
roads, always be
Please don't
safe,
drink and
and
drive,
things of
people.
that
Yeah, be
nature. Yeah,
safe.
don't do that. That's stupid. So no, not a whole lot, but plan on getting into some expands, getting some Red Dead going. I think there's another one or two projects I'm thinking about kind of cranking up. So yeah, see what happens.
Yeah,
How about you?
I'm. I may be live for New Year's night, New Year's Eve. I may be live on the channel.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'll talk to Toots about it as well. See if she's down. You're always, of course, welcome if you want to jump in, but it'll be way past New Year's for you when our New Year's hits. So it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
oh
But
yeah, I will not be up.
yeah, you'll be out like a light. So we may do something New Year's, but I'm just gonna try to get through a damn work week, man, and I'm gonna, like I said, put on my Bootsy Collins and try to get another one of these, fill in another spot right here, man, and hopefully have this looking a lot better. Even though Vader's looking
Yeah,
active, he needs a friend, Doug. He needs a buddy, so we're gonna work
I'm
on that.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's gonna be my Star Wars shelf, Doug. So I already have a whole game plan on how I want that to look. But other than that, any final thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
No, thank everybody. Hope everyone has a nice, happy, safe new year. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things in the bottom of the box. Leave your comments, and yeah, that about covers it for me, man. 2024, lights
Let's
out.
get it. 2024. Like as Wash said, I want to thank everybody who came through today. Thanks to Mike Prime. Thanks, of course, to Toots. You're here in spirit. You are the Mufasa in the clouds. Remember, Happy New Year's. Uh,
Oh, did you see No Safaru? I know you like to go out on to a movie on Christmas Day. Did you see
oh,
that?
me. We're actually planning to do a MOTN reviews of Nosferatu. So I'm gonna go see it probably tomorrow. I want to go
Yeah,
see that.
text me.
I heard
I
it's
want to see it.
wild, bro. Yeah, I
I
heard it's
can't wait.
wild, bro. So definitely looking forward to talking more about that. What's coming up on the channel? As you guys saw, there was no episode this Wednesday because it was damn Christmas. So I figured let's just skip a week. And next week we're going to have our MOTN top 10 for Toots Can't Wait. Neither can I. Um, we're gonna have our MOTN top 10 Disney Plus shows. Me and the Washington here, the Washman, talk about our picks. Some may surprise you, some will not. Of course, and that also falls on New Year's Eve. So we may have an episode that night. We may do a live just to be up with y'all and chilling and partying and maybe just kind of sipping on some things. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if that's a thing. And of course, we're all still going to have our lives. So we'll have our Friday live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell your friends, tell your buddies. Before I close, I want to thank everyone for their time. And also, please let you know wherever you're listening, whatever you're watching, like our content, comment on our episodes, tell us we're right, tell us we're wrong, and subscribe to our channel so that you are made privy to all of our new content. 2025 is going to be huge for MOTN. We're going to talk about it more, and on probably New Year's Eve, talk about our plans more Friday. So really excited for the new year. We're going to get a solid gold giraffe. It's going to be crazy, bro.
Oh,
You heard me.
nice.
Its name's going to be Jeffrey, like from
Jeffrey,
Toys R Us, Jeffrey the
solid
giraffe.
gold giraffe.
Yeah, and it's
I
gonna
bet.
move. It's gonna have like plates, like armored plates, like a armored core, but it's gonna be a giraffe. It's gonna be sick. I'm just talking now. All right, MOTN, we're gonna call it a night. I love all y'all. Be safe, drive safe, no drinking driving. MOTN out.